can be written as H positive is equal to Ka into molar concentration Ha, that is acid, divided by, here it is divided by molar concentration of A minus. This is the equilibrium constant expression for the acid. Then we are going to add a strong salt in that. Strong salt also is added in a buffer solution. So here it is. Strong salt is represented as Ba. A is anion of the acid and B is the cation. That is sodium, like a strong salt, strong base, it's cation. Metal ion we can say here. This is going to ionize completely to form B positive plus A minus. Okay, beta? And in this way, molar concentration of total concentration of A minus is equal to, see that here is also A and here is A. At two places A is there, then it is equal to this A minus plus again A minus. These two, here is and here. And this concentration is too small as compared to this concentration. This is approximate equal to molar concentration A minus that is given from the salt. It is obtained from the salt, it is obtained from the acid. This A minus from acid is too small as compared to the concentration of A given by the salt. That's why it is taken like this. It is almost equal to, this is written like this, is equal to this much. So, hydrogen ion concentration, that is H positive here, molar concentration of H positive, are you able to see that? Okay, bachao. Okay, let me take your attendance screenshot. Today's screenshot. Okay, beta. So, this H positive here, it is like this. Okay, let me write once again. H positive is equal to molar, that Ka, molar concentration of Ha divided by molar concentration A minus. Okay. Taking log of this equation, take log of this equation. This is equal to log molar concentration H positive is equal to log Ka plus log Ha is the acid. Ha is the acid. This is equal to log acid, molar concentration acid. And here is the minus A minus is equal to molar concentration of this salt. This is the salt, strong salt, divided by molar concentration of salt. ये expression समझ में आया? How to manage? See that this H positive, I am going to take the log of this equation. Log H positive, here it is, log Ka plus log Ha. Ha is the acid concentration. That's why it is written log acid divided by A minus concentration is equal to the concentration of salt divided by log salt. Okay, beta? Multiply this equation by minus sign. Then it becomes minus log A. This whole equation is multiplied by minus is equal to minus log Ka minus, here is, then it is minus log minus log acid divided by salt. This whole equation is multiplied by negative sign. Okay. So I'm going to write final equation here. This is finally here. Minus log H positive is called pH. Well known to all of us. pH equal to minus log H positive. That's why it is multiplied by minus sign. Here it is pH is equal to, this is the final formula, minus log H positive can be written as pH. pH is equal to minus log Ka can be written as pKa. This is called pKa. Just like pH, minus log Ka can be written as pKa. pKa, then it is plus log, here minus is removed, then we are going to change it, plus log salt, molar concentration of salt divided by molar concentration of acid. This is the pH value equation for the pH of buffer solution. In this way, we can calculate the pH. ओके बेटा, ये इक्वेशन ध्यान में रखना. कभी कभी बहुत पॉपुलर नहीं है, बट कंपटीशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू फॉर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स दिस फॉर्मूला इज यूजफुल. व्हाट इज द पीएच ऑफ दिस बफर at these concentration of acid will be given, concentration of salt will be given, then under that condition what should be the pH? For that we use this formula. Okay beta, is it clear? This derivation is not needed, simply we need this formula. How to get this formula? This is the way. Acid, weak acid ionizes partially, and K can be written like this. H positive expression is like this. Then another component of the buffer is salt. Strong salt ionizes completely, and here total concentration of A minus, that is negative here, it is equal to, from here it is salt plus concentration of H here, and this is almost equal to molar concentration of A. This is equal to molar concentration of salt. Okay, this can be written here, molar concentration of salt. So H positive formula can be written as minus log H positive minus log K plus log acid upon salt. This is equal to salt, acid upon salt, and when this formula equation multiplied by minus sign, we get this relation. pH is equal to pK plus log salt upon acid. Here is minus, and when we write in plus form, it becomes like this. Salt is numerator and acid is denominator. This is the formula for pH of acidic buffer. One more thing, for basic buffer, the second one, for basic buffer, what should be the formula? We are going to write directly for basic buffer. This is for acidic buffer. For basic buffer, this is equal to, pH is equal to pKb. pKb. Here is pKb. It is better to go pOH. It is pOH. pOH for base is equal to pKb. Here for acid it is pK. For base it is pKb plus log molar concentration of salt divided by molar concentration of base. This is the formula for basic buffer. ये दो formula हमें याद करने हैं. When we calculate pOH for any solution, we can calculate its pH also. pH plus pOH is equal to 14. By applying that idea, we can calculate it. ओके बेटा, ये दो फार्मूला और भी हैं, याद करना है. दीज आर द इंपॉर्टेंट फार्मूला फॉर एसिडिक बफर एंड फॉर बेसिक बफर एंड देयर पीएच कैलकुलेशन. ये क्वेश्चन आते हैं कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में. इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स, प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस फार्मूला आल्सो. ओके बेटा, एंड नाउ दिस लेसन इज ओवर. No more topic is left, whatever in our syllabus. I am going to take the questions which we have assigned you. We have assigned to you in the classwork, but unfortunately you have not responded, so it is not good thing. chemical equilibrium. See that how simple the questions was. Worksheet 1. If it is with you, please open that and see that. The question 1, 6 worksheets are there and we have given only 3. And that's why we have not given next 3. प्लीज बेटा इसको अगर आप कर सकते हैं, इसमें बहुत टाइम नहीं लगेगा, अभी आपके पास छुट्टियां आ रही है ना, प्लीज डू देम एंड विल आल्सो गिव द रिमेनिंग 3. So utilize this time and take care. This lesson is very useful. Knowledge point of view, completion point of view, very useful. Keep practice. And in the coming test, whatever the next unit test will come, class test, that is the test will come, there we will take this chemical equilibrium as one lesson and thermodynamics, because these two are totally different units and we'll take in that. So in this vacation, prepare these 2 units thoroughly. That is thermodynamics and equilibrium. Very useful, completion point of view and even annual exam point of view also very useful. So here the question, what is mean by reversible and irreversible reaction? You need not to write much. It takes only 1 minute. A reversible reaction is that which shift in both forward and backward direction. Next line. And an irreversible reaction is that which shifts in one direction only, which shifts in product side only, forward direction only. That is the irreversible reaction. Okay. Give an example of each. ये दोनों के एक example दे दीजिए. Reversible H2 plus I2 gives 2HI, reversible reaction. N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3, reversible. So many. We have discussed lots of reactions. And irreversible combustion reactions are irreversible. CH4 plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2, irreversible. H2 plus O2 gives H2, irreversible reaction. Acid plus base gives salt and water, irreversible reaction. Any reaction you can write. What is physical equilibrium? Give examples. Physical equilibrium we have discussed so many types. Physical equilibrium means only the physical states of reactants and products are going to change. That is the physical equilibrium. There is no any chemical change. Composition of the substances in left side as well as right side in both the direction is not going to change. It is same. Like ice is going to change into water. Ice is chemically H2O. Water is also chemically H2O. Give examples. What is physical example? What is the answer actually? Physical equilibrium, an equilibrium in which only the physical state of the substances are going to change. They are the physical equilibrium. Example, दे सकते हैं आप इसके example. State and explain Henry's law. Henry's law. It is related to the solubility of the gas in the solvent. Solubility of the gas is directly proportional to the partial pressure applied over the gas. Means whatever pressure applied over the gas, accordingly it is going to dissolve in the solvent. What is the situation here? A gas and its solvent both are kept in a container. Gas is partially soluble. And after that, when we apply more pressure, then more amount of gas will dissolve. That is the Henry's law. Henry's law for this solution dilution. Then what is it? Right? Its application. Its application like marine animals, they are feeling more comfortable in water, cold water, because in cold condition more gases can be dissolved. And another is we prepare cold drinks by dissolving carbon dioxide at high pressure, which gives a specific flavor to the cold drink. That is the tangy taste is given by that. This type of example applications. What are the general characteristics of physical equilibrium? Physical equilibrium, the general characteristic is the condition is like that. It should be going on in a closed container. Conditions like temperature, pressure should be kept constant. Then only we can talk about equilibrium. And only the physical state of the substances are going to change. So these are some points you can mention. Mention the conditions when Henry's law is applicable. Under what condition we can apply Henry's law up to maximum extent? The pressure should not be very high. This is one condition. And temperature should not be very low. These are the two conditions under which Henry's law is applicable up to greater extent. The pressure should not be very high, and another is temperature should not be very low. These are the two conditions for the Henry law. It is given in the books. If you consider the book, if you contact the book, you will find this. Question number 6. What are the characteristics of equilibrium state? Equilibrium state means process is continuous. The process is dynamic. Its dynamicity is maintained. The process is continuous, but there is no change in any reaction parameters like temperature, pressure, and concentration. It is remain same. That is the condition of the equilibrium state. Question number 7. What are homogeneous and heterogeneous reversible reaction? Homogeneous, homo means same. The reaction in which all reactants and products are at the same physical state. They are homogeneous. And heterogeneous, the reaction, reversible reaction in which reactants, products are at different state. Maybe solid gas, maybe solid liquid, maybe liquid gas, like that. So states of the reactants and products are not same. Some differences are there. That is the heterogeneous equilibrium. Homo means same, hetero means different. That is the meaning. Question number 8. Which immeasurable property becomes constant in? Here, equilibrium symbol is not given here. Here, that is H2O liquid and H2O vapor at equilibrium state. Which measurable property becomes constant in this? Can you answer? Yes, beta. H2O liquid attain equilibrium with H2O vapor in a closed container. The question is, which measurable property becomes constant?
Vapor pressure.
All measurable properties are constant. Can you specify anyone? Yes, beta Tanmay?
Vapor pressure.
Vapor pressure, excellent. This is the most common measurable property in this situation. Vapor pressure is going to be constant. Even if we talk about concentration, temperature, everything, that is, they all are constant. But vapor pressure is the main measurable property in this situation, in this equilibrium state, that is going to be constant. So your simple answer, vapor pressure is going to be constant in this equilibrium. Question number 9. Under what condition does a reversible physical equilibrium process? Under what condition does a reversible physical equilibrium process become irreversible? Under what condition does a reversible physical equilibrium process becomes irreversible? हाँ बेटा क्या कह सकते हैं?
Sir, open container use.
Open container. If temperature is very high, if liquid vapor equilibrium temperature is very high. Yes, beta. Open container. If the container is open, whatever vaporization is going on, it is going outside. So condensation process, it is almost zero. Or if we are maintaining the temperature up to the boiling temperature of that and going to vaporize, then also there is no question of equilibrium. It becomes irreversible. Only evaporation going on, condensation is not. The container is open, then there is no equilibrium. Question number 10. Give the conditions at which a chemical equilibrium can exist in open vessel. Illustrate your answer with suitable example. Give the condition at which a chemical equilibrium can exist in an open vessel. Yes, beta. Any idea? Equilibrium exists in open vessel. Under what condition? If there is solid and whatever liquid is formed, that is non-volatile. Melting, yes, melting temperature, but the substance is not going to vaporize. It should be non-volatile. It is the melting temperature, like sodium chloride. If it is heated at its melting temperature, it is not going to vaporize at that stage. It is going to boil. Okay, beta. That condition is melting condition. Yes, it is good, very good, excellent, beta. The condition is melting. At melting point, the physical equilibrium will arise. Question number 10. Give the conditions at which a chemical equilibrium can exist in open vessel. Illustrate your answer with suitable example. Give the condition at which a chemical equilibrium can exist in open vessel. Yes, beta, an example. Chemical equilibrium can exist in open vessel if the reactants are in liquid state and these liquids are non-volatile. Non-volatile liquids equilibrium can be attained in open vessel. It should be liquid state but not volatile. And another one, question number 11. A liquid is in equilibrium with its vapor in a sealed vessel at a fixed temperature. The volume of container is suddenly doubled. There is a equilibrium between liquid and vapor, and volume of container is suddenly doubled. Volume is going to increase. Piston wala situation. The question, what is the initial effect of change on the vapor pressure? क्या होगा बेटा vapor pressure? Vapor pressure is going to be half. इसका जो vapor pressure होगा कम हो जाएगा. All of a sudden, the vapor pressure is going to decrease and it becomes half. How do the rate of evaporation and condensation change initially? Yes, beta. Tell me, please. How do the rate of evaporation and condensation change initially? The question is like this. Here is a container. There is equilibrium between liquid and its vapor. Here is the liquid state and vapor state, and its volume is going to increase suddenly and it becomes double almost. Here is the piston situation. So the question, second part is, how do the rate of evaporation and condensation changes with time?
Sir, evaporation will increase initially.
Evaporation will increase. Evaporation will become faster. So beta, आज आपके दूसरे टीचर का टाइम हो रहा है. So please do it. These questions are so simple. Huh? Okay. So thank you, beta. Thank you all. Thank you very much. This type of interaction is needed.
सर मेरी कल की अटेंडेंस नहीं लगी थी.